Hi guys, I just woke up from a much needed nap, so sorry if I look a little sleeping. Where we last left off in our story, Megan and I were going to fetch firewood while the rest of the gang was going to fetch some food or going on a magical search for food. And they find it. As me and Megan are coming around the corner with the firewood, so is the rest of the Scylla cheesers. By a miraculous miracle, the section of the plane that had the food in it went completely unharmed. It was floating around in a little, what's those little things? Little tide pool that like kind of, whatever. Okay. They had to walk a really long time to find it, but they found it. Okay, so we had a little bit of food. Not a whole lot, because, this is only enough food for a small little flight. So at this point, it's starting to get a little bit dark, and we're all kind of starting to get a little bit worried, because we realize that we're going to need a place to sleep overnight. Now, I don't know if you know how Kika is if he doesn't get his 10 hours of sleep at night. He is just a crabby little motherfucker in the morning. So we have the pieces of a couple little pieces of the plane, like the part of the plane that we found the food in. And we have a couple of chunks of the plane that are just like kind of miscellaneous floating around. And of course we have tree branches and leaves. So we have our tools, and that's really it. We don't have anything else that we can to build the house, except for our internet-filled brains. And because we are very clever, we figure out a perfect way to build a shelter. I will let the love of my life tell you about that tomorrow. On Thursday on Scylla Cheese! It's time to tell the truth. 5 things I would have on a deserted island if I could only have 5 things. The first thing I would have to say is my fully charged iPod. And the reason I say my fully charged iPod is because my fully charged iPod will last a long, long time. The second thing that I really feel would be necessary would be at least 1 change of clothes. Because you can wash clothes in the ocean and let them sit out in the sand. But how horrible would it have to be to wear the same clothes over and over and over again every single day and not ever be clean? Number 3, I would have to agree, would be a book, or 2, or 10, however many I would need to fill the time. And the book I would probably pick would be, either Good Omens, because I could read that book over and over again and never get bored with it, or, a series of books. I would bring the Wicked series. But hopefully I would be stuck on the deserted island after the 4th book was written, because I need to know what happens. Am I on 4? Item number 4. Honestly, guys, this is gonna sound so stupid, but honestly, item number 4 would have to be, well, okay, guys, ideally, item number 4 would be some type of raft or something like a boat. I know a lot of times you can't get that, but at this point, I'm sure being on a deserted island, I would be happy with an inflatable inner tube. Number 5, I would have to say I would want something sharp. Something big and sharp, like some kind of knife. Because that's one thing that can make or break you. Because if you have something sharp, then you can cut things up to make a shelter, you can hunt with it, you can have self-defense with it. So that's the logic behind what I would bring onto a deserted island. Guys, I love this story idea. I love it. I love you, and I'll see you later, okay?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Scylla